he gave me a 9-piece to the belly. I didn't know what to do.
I feel like you're really special though that just happened to you.
I mean, you know,
like that's kind of crazy.
I would have preferred it not.
He picked you. I know, but you can hear that though, like that. Yes. That was hard.
No. Those hits were actually, the first hit. I didn't know what was going to happen. He told me to put my hands up like we were just going to spar, and the first hit was a left, right, and it was a left right here to where whatever the hell organ is right here in my spleen or something like that. And I think I felt it hit my gallbladder on the other side. Like,
were you first like very caught off guard? Like, wait, what's going on right now? And then like one, and then 1, 2, 3.
He told me to put my hands up. I thought he was going to like spar and hit my hands. And then he went straight for the belly shots. And I tensed up. Luckily, I was able to tense up quick enough to absorb the other 8 blows without losing my breath. But no, the biggest fear I had was if I put my hands anywhere other than right up in the air, it was like almost like a hands up, don't shoot kind of moment for me. I'm like, I don't want him to get triggered back into that mindset as a boxer and think I'm defending myself and really give it to me. I was shocked. I was scared.
You got pieced up. Yeah. That's like one of the greatest of all time.
Right, that's kind of insane. Like, that's pretty cool. Like, I'm glad you're okay, and I hope your like spleen and gallbladder and everything's okay. But it was pretty cool.
Did you like check yourself in the mirror afterwards, make sure?
When I walked out of there, I definitely like did the whole roll the stomach up thing to make sure I wasn't bruised. No bruises. Thankfully, after the first blow, the rest of them, I think he kind of took some heat off of them. But no, those were legit. Let's play it again. Take a listen again to the pitter patter you hear. That is my belly being destroyed by none other than Sugar Ray Leonard.
This is what I normally do to my opponent.
Oh my God.
No, I'm telling you.
Let me see that.
He didn't tell me that was going to happen.
Wait, how many people took a picture before you? Were you the first one?
The only person to take a picture before me was our friend Shane Wright, who's over at ABC, who we say looks like.
Yes. Chestnut.
Morris Chestnut, yes. And Shane was looking sharp. He was suited and booted, looked good. So he took a picture with him first. He didn't do that with Shane. They just took a photo. He had the little fist up to the chin thing. I was like, okay, that'll be cool. I'll get one of those to send to my pops. He would love that. So I go over there to take a picture with him again. Like I said, it was innocent. And he got me yelling no mas.
is in love with this right now.
The pause after the first blow to the chest.
And everyone's like, what?
And then there's like, damn. Dog, who said damn? Was it behind the camera? Or was it you? Did you get possessed by like children's pet? What? Oh my God.
I didn't know what was that. I didn't know how long it was going to go. I was afraid. I didn't know if Again,
yeah, this is like, who were the magicians in Vegas whose lion attacked them?
Sigmund and Freud.
Sigmund and Freud.
Freud and Siegfried. I always say Sigmund and Freud. Roy and Siegfried. That's the name. Roy and Siegfried.
Where we thought that lion, the days of roaming the Sahara was, whatever wherever the lion roamed, those days of being in the wild were behind him, and now he is a circus act. He's a kind and loving, and we thought Sugar Ray Leonard's days of being a butt kicker, a downright dangerous boxer in all the best ways were behind him. But when all of a sudden Sigmund or Roy or whoever it was showed a piece of red meat, that red meat being Theo Dorsey putting his hands up, Sugar Ray Leonard just snapped into it and just obliterated your midsection.
Yeah, I didn't want to trigger any instincts, right? I didn't want him to start bringing those punches up higher and then I'm really pieced up. I wouldn't be able to come on the show. He also, before he gave his speech at the YMCA this morning, again in Boca Raton, their 23rd annual Inspiration Breakfast.
Those breakfasts are always amazing, by the way. They always have great speakers, and they're always
Emmett Smith a few years ago.
Aaron Andrews last year.
They get some good guests. Mm-hmm. Before he gave his speech, he talked about how there were a couple of guys in the crowd earlier on when he was walking around there that was sizing him up. He was like, I seen y'all sizing me up, and I'm going to get y'all later.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm wondering if he mistaked me for one of them dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have no problems, sir. I have no qualms. I thought you're great.
Did you stay around and see if he did this to anyone else?
He didn't do it to anybody else. He only beat me up.
Okay, yeah. Then you definitely gave him some bad looks or something that he.
I think I know what it was. During our interview, I asked him. So I don't know if y'all know the story of Roberto Duran, the boxer who was like a huge boxer in like the late 70s and 80s, who Sugar Ray Leonard lost to at first, and in their rematch in New Orleans, Sugar Ray beat that dude so bad that he quit in the middle of the fight.
Oh, wow.
He quit in the middle of the fight, and I don't think he ever boxed again in his life. And this was one of the baddest brothers around in that time. And I asked him, the whole theme of that fight, it got renamed No Mas in New Orleans, because that's what reportedly was said in the ring, was he said no mas. And I asked him in the interview, did he actually say no mas? Like, did you hear him say that? And he chuckled, and he said, I'm glad you asked me that. And then he retold the tales of how he whooped Buddy's, tail in that ring, and about how much he used to hate him. And I think maybe that answer, that question, might have re-triggered some of that. And he was like, if you ask to take a picture with me, I'm gonna make you feel it. And he did.
Have you used the restroom since this encounter?
Think I'm gonna be like, it's gonna be red?
Yes. Yes.
He hit me pretty good.
It made a loud noise,
Yes.
and you crumpled.
Yes, I know. I was there. It sucked. One more time, Sugar Ray Leonard, if you can, Damien, giving me like a 9-piece to the stomach at the YMCA.
Just until the punches end.
This is what I normally do to my opponents.
Oh my God.
Sorry, cut it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like he's hitting a bag.
Yes. I was the bag. Yes. I thought his manager, after I walked off, he checked on me like, you good? I think they were thinking is this guy gonna sue? We did not get a waiver signed or anything.
Right.
Sure, I'm not gonna take any kind of legal. It was all good. It was all in fun. I walked out of there with my health, but don't think for a second that I wasn't scared out of my mind. You can see if you watch it on our YouTube, ESPN West Palm YouTube, you can see it in my eyes. After that first hit especially, I'm like, what the hell is going on right now?
You started looking at everyone behind the camera help!
Is anybody going to do it?
Jump in!
That's exactly what I would do. And if I was somewhere and a lion attacked me, like you said, I would be like, I can't do anything about this lion. Can somebody help me?
If you're watching a UFC fight or an MMA fight and a guy is too proud to actually tap or actually say, I give up, no mas, they will look at the referee like, are you going to do something? Can you please step in? God.
Yeah. Oh. I ain't going to lie. And the funniest part about all of this is I wasn't even going to go to that breakfast this morning. This morning I had other stuff. I was supposed to shoot and whatnot. And my guy Glenn told me, hey, Sugar Ray Leonard's going to be there. You're going to want to see it. He's a great speaker. So I pull up to the breakfast, and Sugar Ray Leonard puts me in a box.
What a day for you.
Yeah, what a day. And now here we are, Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium. And my stomach, matter of fact, my stomach hasn't felt anything since that, including any food. And Mike Bauer, GM of Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium, about to pull up with some grub in a few minutes, right?
Yes, 3:30.
We're hungry.
6 minutes.
I'm excited about this. Okay, so with him coming on the other side, I ask you all this. 888-760-3776. 888-760-3776. When's the last time you've competed with a professional athlete? And how did that go for you? Because I do think that